Hello everyone, welcome Twitch. Happy Sunday. How are y'all doing? What's new? What's happening? What's different? Hello Buns, hello Zeeks, hello Noimu. Nice! Always good to hear people feeling well. Welcome home, Buns. I'm hoping I have enough coffee, because this is the last of my coffee. At least I think it's the last of my coffee. Hey, Will Poker. Happy Sunday to you as well. I didn't do my dinner command. Always forget to disable the autofocus before stream. Why am I getting so much noise cancellation? Yeah, we'll live with it. Oh hey, we still want the coffee off of that, don't we? We'll let that drip for a sec. Sugar in the raw. Demerara. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. Cheers. So what to start with tonight? I think we're going to start with bread first. Since there isn't a dinner command, I guess I should explain what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to be making my own. I bought the pasta for tonight. Going to be making my own sauce. Going to be making ricotta meatballs. Still don't know what to call them. I've been talking about it most of the week here. But no clue what should be properly termed. Saucier. Double check we got warm water pouring out of this right now. Congrats, Will. Ooh, heavy pour on the yeast tonight. Sorry. Collar bumps into the microphone every now and then on the suspender. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just need that to be down lower. Wake up, yeast. This is fine. Ricotta actually is not that great of a melting cheese. So it actually works out pretty well like this. But essentially, they're pretty much just... I'm going to throw a bunch of Parmesan in there, but they're ricotta and breadcrumb. Alright, I'm going with the yeast as it is now. Pretty good, Cosmic. How about yourself? Got up, got out, did my monthly errands, even though it's Sunday, so things like rent and that didn't even really need to be out until tomorrow. Storage place always wants my money, though. They're 7 days a week. Pay us. Get your washer and dryer yet, or you still gotta wait more days for that, for the replacement? Starting to stick together a little better now. Oh, okay, so they got the dryer in for you. That's cool. Nice. With some, that's partially cut off on me, chopped ham. Welcome, Jack. That does sound lovely. Little. Actually, I don't know where I was going with that in my head. It sounds delicious. Well, normally I have a nice little dinner command that would explain that to you, but I forgot to write it today. I'm starting off by making some bread, which I'm hoping to turn into garlic bread. Then I'm going to be making my own tomato sauce. And I'm going to be making ricotta meatballs to go with our pasta. Welcome in. Just about ready with this bread. I needed a little bit more here. What hands are working against me? I've talked before about thinking about kneading bread a little like trying to make yarn from cotton with mud involved. I saw a video recently of someone, I think it was a TikTok or I don't know where I saw it. It wasn't on TikTok because I don't look at TikTok. But someone had taken bread and washed out everything but the gluten after properly kneading it and then baked it. It's pretty much what it's But Saturday is over and it's Sunday. Sunday sounds like a happy day. Alright, we're gonna let that proof just like that, but in a bowl. Oh no, gluten is what traps all of the air in bread. It's what traps the CO2 that the yeast are producing to give us the bubbles in our bread, or the crumb. And so it looked pretty much like bread when he had baked it after removing essentially everything but the gluten. It's a little bit more transparent, but yeah, that's why gluten-free is such a problem when it comes to breads and stuff like that, besides gluten being natural in the flour, but it's essentially the only thing trapping that air in unless you've got some other specialty starch trying to stay in its place. And none of the other starches really work as well. Because they're starches and not proteins. And I'm going to leave that uncovered. I'm going to turn the oven on, 400 degrees. Now we'll leave that. It depends on how you're going about it. You can proof in the refrigerator. However, it takes considerably longer. Typically, you only want to use the refrigerator for proofing when you want it to sit like overnight. Typically, you're actually putting in a slightly warmer, like you have proofing cabinets and stuff that are designed to be slightly warmer, because if you want to do it quickly, you want a little bit of heat. You want it to be just like you start off your yeast, somewhere around 110 degrees or so, and some nice warm water, but not like hot water. You sort of want your proofing in that temp for optimal speed. But at the same time, speed doesn't always get you as good flavor. And so like pizza doughs and stuff like that, a lot of the time they'll suggest you proof it overnight in the refrigerator because it'll give you more depth. So we're quartering aromas. Debating whether I want to toss them in oil. Nah. We're just going to drizzle oil over the top. Oops. salt. Pepper. And I'm going to break out the oil spray thingy and spritz them with olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and just throw those in the oven, even though the oven hasn't finished preheating. We're going to have those 40-50 minutes. And get some onion and garlic. We'll start sauteing that up for our sauce. Hopefully network issues have been okay. We had some network issues to start the stream off, but I've sort of turned that screen off after getting going. It looks like we're doing okay. Didn't do it. Wasn't me. I don't know if the sirens came across on. Why, hello there, oven. Nice, Seeks. That used to be happy. That's already poofing a little. Little poof. dried oregano. Freeze-dried basil. Heat off on the pan. And a cup of water. And that is chilling until our stuff in the oven is done roasting. Let's fix that focus as well. Oops, wrong one. There we go. We need to get some water ready for our pasta later. I'm using the big old pot of water for dried pasta. I normally don't do that anymore, but choosing to today. Guess we'd be chilling for a bit here, chap. I thought I had things a little more planned out to keep things rolling. I know what we can do. We can do a little extra here tonight. I got more broccoli. You can do some sauteed leek and broccoli along with it tonight. Quiet night to start tonight. I guess I've been sort of quiet tonight too. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have TV coming back now that the writers are back. I mean, the actors aren't there yet, but it sounds like it was the writers are back, not the actors. The writers actually sound like they got a pretty decent deal. Like they're getting the same streaming royalties as they do for TV stations now. Or for TV episodes. I've forgotten most of the rest of it, but Adam... what's his name? Had a pretty good synopsis of what they had accomplished. The guy that used to do that, according to Adam, or I still don't remember what the name of his show was. But it doesn't sound like the automakers are in progress. And it doesn't sound like the writers aren't really... or it doesn't sound like the actors are making much progress. Hey, this username does not exist. Welcome in. And Master of Splits. Yeah, Adam ruins everything. I've watched a couple of those, but yeah. I think I've seen more of him on social media than I have of his show. That bread really be poofy. We got some happy bread tonight. Hey, Buns. Wrap? No. Yeah, some of my master are splits. I blame chat. It's weekly theme. What else am I gonna throw with this? We're gonna do some garlic with our broccoli. I don't even remember what I'm doing next week. I think I erased it from my memory. I think it scarred me. What do we have going on for Kale Week? Lots of soup. Yeah, we're gonna have soup all next week. We're gonna be doing Italian wedding soup. We're gonna be doing white bean sausage. We're gonna be doing lentil. A lot of ice garnish. I just realized you can't see my hands if I do that though. Sunflower oil. Pepper. Red pepper cake. Well, I've already made it at least once on stream, so I think twice. So I think we're already married if that's the case. If that's what you're upset about. I guess we're going big. I've used all the middle ones, medium-sized ones. I had more here than I thought. Ricotta. This is the skim, thicker stuff. So we got our ricotta. And if we weren't doing vegetarian, you could very easily just throw an egg in here. And this would, without question, beautifully bind. But we're doing vegetarian. So we're hitting this up now with a whole bunch of pre-grated Parmesan. And breadcrumbs. Salt, because everything needs salt to taste good. Hey, Frosty Pints. Pints, Pints. MSG. Even though we already got the Italian MSG in there. And black pepper. Oh, I don't know if they're meatballs. There's ricotta. We're doing vegetarian foods this week. I'm very much not a vegetarian, but we're doing vegetarian foods this week. And so we're making ricotta meatballs instead of meat meatballs. Debating what I want to put them in. I think I'm just going to put on a pan and parchment to start. 5 ads. Well, that's Twitch for you. Do some more breadcrumb in here. I'm debating whether I added breadcrumbs to it, but I'm debating if I should be doing this. I'm gonna roll them in a little bit of breadcrumb too, just to maybe help seal the outsides of them a little bit. That was one. I think this is going to work nicely. I can't remember if I've tried to make these on stream before or not. Definitely thinking that I got more than enough here. A little heavy on the cheese here tonight, I think. Chat's like, you can't have too much cheese. See? Ha 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 ha. Not currently a fan of dentists. What do you call 8 blondes sitting in a circle? Dope ring. I just kept going with these. I should have stopped like 4 or 5 of ago. And I mean, I only need enough for today and tomorrow. One baby one. I thought these were going to stick to my hands a bit more than they did. I was worried I was going to need gloves for tonight. I mean, I've got gloves, so it's not a big deal, but... Ooh, good. Our water's up to a boil. We can get our stuff transferred over to the blender here. Put our onions, water, garlic, and herbs in the blender in preparation for our tomatoes. I think that poofed. You ready for the punch down, chat? Captain Pike. Is that the newest Star Trek? Well, I think of it as the newest, even though Picard's newer. Can't use an egg wash on my bread tonight since we're doing vegetarian food. So maybe a milk wash? Where did I hide you, silicone brush? Guess I gotta use the big boy. I don't know where I put my little one. Oh, it's up there. Too late now. Neighborhood mechanics testing out. Cheers. Take a look at our tomatoes, see how they're coming along here. Let's go over this once more. Now that the dairy's a little bit drier on the outside of it. Get a little bit heavier coat. I think we're going to go bread in first. Bread's going down onto the pizza stone. Tomatoes are out. They're not looking super roasty, but they got some nice color on the bottoms. You'll see once I start getting them in the blender. So that's now going into the blender. I'll have to mute for that though, regardless of me stopping the music for some reason. Alright, gonna mute for the blender. And we have tomato sauce. This is my quick and dirty sort of alternative to doing long and slow cook of tomatoes. And now we're going to drop our meatballs in just to cook those in with the sauce. Actually, I'm going to wait a little bit longer on that. But we're going to put those in to simmer in a little bit, but I think I'm going to put those in when the pasta goes in. I don't know, chat. What should I call them? Are they cheese balls? I mean, would these have counted as the ingredient vote a couple weeks ago? We had cheese balls as a challenger. And turn the heat back on the tomatoes here so they can continue to cook. The tomatoes and all that, it's just going to get better by cooking longer. If anyone's curious why you cook tomato sauce for ages, it's because tomatoes, when they're fresh, are quite acidic. And the longer you cook acids, the longer you cook acidic foods, the more you break down those acids, typically. And then you result in a sweeter product. You get some caramelization type action and stuff like that going on in there, but that's not really what's... It's the less acid making it be a bit sweeter. Works for tomato soup too. Though when it comes to tomato soup, I'm a little bit more of a fan of doing a little bit of both. Like, I like stewing my tomatoes for a long time and then adding a hit of fresh on top of that. I used to toy around with using carrots and other stuff in there, and I don't think that's really worth the time. I don't really like the extra... I don't like adding sugar in to my tomato sauces. Many people do that, or they add carrot, which adds sweetness much in the same way. I just cook them right. Just cook. Take the time and cook the tomatoes. And buy good tomatoes. Yes, I am not a fan of... I occasionally have done pasta dishes with grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and yeah, it just... the skin to pulp, the skin to flavor ratio just doesn't work for me. Leave those for salads. I went with linguine for tonight. That sounds good. I haven't done that before. That sounds like a good combo. I haven't done it on stream in a while, and one of the dishes that... It's getting sort of late in the year here, too. But peak summer, one of the best tomato dishes I think you can do is essentially like tomato water pasta. And what that is where you take your peak season, absolutely ripest tomatoes, and you dice them all up real nice and small, and then you send them into a strainer and pull off any of the liquid and any of the juices that come off of those tomatoes. And then you can take that, saute that up, saute up some garlic. You toss that liquid in the pan with some salt and pepper, some fresh butter, and some fresh cheese. And then toss that with pasta, and then just toss the fresh room temperature tomatoes and use the pasta to sort of just gently heat those tomatoes. So simple, so delicious. A little too simple for a stream, I would think. Cheese, sausage, tomato, green onions. Nice. Tastes like a taco without the taco seasoning. You're not too far off of a breakfast burrito there. Sounds like you need some tomatoes. Going to put the tomato sauce in the back just to keep warm. And increase the heat over here. This is going to be for our broccoli. Yeah, everything's getting expensive. What all did I buy today? The one package ricotta, pasta, and tomatoes was almost 20 bucks today. I already had the other package ricotta. I already had the onion. I already had the breadcrumbs. Already had the garlic. Had the broccoli. And then, yeah, delivery, I'm sure that's probably another... Well, don't they aren't the prices even higher to begin with that? I don't often do delivery. I'll occasionally do online order and then go pick it up. Give the bread another minute or two. Or 5. Which means you need to wait on the broccoli. Service pay and service fee and tip. Okay. That's another one. They're asking for tips for everything these days. You know, like, you get a coffee and they turn the stand around like, give me a tip for taking your money. Yeah, and I think we absolutely need delivery services for that case. I mean, we certainly have a segment of people that need that help. But I think it's being too widely marketed. And it might actually work out better for the industry if we had, instead of like 5 different apps and people jumping between app and app, whichever is most convenient for them at that time. If we had just had people that were doing dedicated delivery services and you were paying fewer people to do the same job. Well, Instacart, I'm relatively certain Instacart upcharges. I'm relatively certain you're not getting the same prices on Instacart. If you're buying it through deliveries, through like Kroger or something like that, I don't know. But I'm doing lovely, John Brassian. Welcome in. We're waiting on bread while splattering tomato sauce all over the place. Turning the heat way down on that now. Got about 2 more minutes on this bread. Then we'll get starting in everything else here. Teriyaki chicken. You grilling it? Enjoy your lurk. There's really just 2 players in Instacart and Whole Foods. I don't know that I want to say that. I want to say that there's... Well, you have Uber Eats, which does shopping. You have... I'm trying to remember the one that's around me. Like, there's one that does all the fast food around me that also does grocery shopping. And then Safeway, which Safeway's... I forget if it's Albertsons. I think it's Albertsons. But Albertsons Kroger thing. Now we have the fun project of figuring out how we get this bread out. I guess I'm going to treat it like a pizza. Bread. We'll let our bread sit and rest. I didn't cut it at the top. I didn't put any relief cuts in it, and it actually turned out pretty cool. It rose around the sides, broke through on the edges. Since we're waiting, we'll melt some butter here for our garlic bread. I never look at Lowe's. I have one Lowe's. I think there's one in the county. I think there's one in Roanoke Park. I just always go for Home Depot because we got 2 or 3 of those. That or I go to, we got all sorts of like local Ace style hardware places still in the county. So if it's a quick thing, I just go to my local like Ace thing. But typically they're like twice the price of Home Depot. Like, their prices are atrocious. But at the same time, like, I had to buy the jars for my ball jars for my apple jam. Like, they have that market, like the jamming, canning, the kitchen appliances for the area. They pretty much have that. It's like theirs. We don't have a ton of pet stores too, and so they have a big pet section. Yep, six. And then, what else do we have? We have Friedman's. They advertise having everything, but every single time I have gone there, they have never had what I wanted. And they irritate me because they ask me for my driver's license when I use my credit card with them. Which, by the way, unless they're checking your ID for buying a age-restricted product like alcohol, it's actually against their card service members, their your membership agreement with your credit card company, whether it's Visa or MasterCard. And I think the law in California, the courts have decided it's an invasion of privacy. You can't ask for ID in order to require it for a sale. Some garlic powder in the butter. Salt, pepper, MSG. Freeze-dried basil, and I've got Italian herb mix, dried herb mix. At least I thought I did. There it is. I guess we can throw a little paprika in there for color. Alright, meatballs. I'm going to start placing those into the sauce back there. Too many to fit. Too many to fit. Hey, Cosmic. I don't know why I said hello to you again. You've been here since like the beginning of the stream. We'll get our broccoli going. We'll get our pasta going. Gonna go ahead and drop some pasta in the stove. In the water. He be killing those scrambles. Not cutting through all the way. And toss that back in the oven, even though oven is off. Run away. That was a repeat. We saw that one yesterday. Getting there. Meatballs are falling apart a little bit more than I would like, but they're cheese. I didn't know what like. There's nothing there that's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna hold it together. There's no protein there. There's no. Maybe just slightly under. Oh, hey, that pan's still on. We're creating some smoke there I don't need. I know, chat was just letting me, figure it out when it catches fire, right? Alright, pasta coming out now. Oh well. Chat's like, this is fine. And then it doesn't work. We want our pasta to taste like something, so we'll hit that with a bit of salt separate from everything else. I'm seeing the cheese pull down there. I don't see the camera seeing it so much. I wish I could show that better in photos. Check the side of the bowl. We get the side of the bowl all dirty again before we take a photo. Seem to always forget to clean the side of my bowl. Thank you, Buns. Nice crunch on that bread. Welcome, Penguin. and see if I undercooked my pasta here. It was possibly on the edge. It's delicious. Nice bright green broccoli. I forgot to write it today, Penguin. So I disabled it. We're doing vegetarian foods this week. That was our theme for this week. And so I made ricotta meatballs? Cheese balls? I don't know what you want to call them. And some linguine, my own homemade roasted tomato sauce. Did some roasted broccoli. And made the bread fresh from scratch. And then I threw some garlic, seasoned garlic butter, and a whole bunch of Parmesan over the top of that and threw that back into the oven a little bit. This bread is amazing. Sauce is amazing. It's going to be a great dinner. No drinks tonight. It's been a minute since I've done much in the way of buying booze. I was saying that actually last night, or the night before, one of the two. I should probably pick up some more wine. It's been a minute since I've grabbed some wine. I mean, I'm out of bourbon too. I don't have hardly any booze, and like, I've always got the liquor cabinet going, but there's not a whole lot in there. So, maybe water for tonight. Probably the healthier choice. Man, nothing quite hits like water, does it? But I do think it's time for me to go and enjoy some foods. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. I think most of you know the person I'm electing to raid tonight. You might enjoy hanging out with her. appreciate all of you coming to join in with me tonight. I greatly enjoyed hanging out with all of you. Gonna be back here on Tuesday with tacos. Easy. I'm gonna be back on Tuesday with tacos. Let me know in the Discord. I'm not sure what type of meat I should be using on Tuesday. We couple options there. Maybe you can check in and give me your opinions in the general discussion. We got the vote going for Wednesday. I hope to see you all back again soon. Have a great night, everyone.